Okay, so this is a quick summary of numbers. So the Israelites are still camping at Sinai. We saw that from Exodus, and that's happening. And of course, God continues to give them laws and in which they will be governed. You will see that scattered here and there throughout Numbers. And so we're going to just be looking at some highlights. So in Numbers 6, one of the laws that God gave them was the law of the Nazarite vow, and we see how that comes in when we summarize later on when we summarize the book of Judges with Samson. In Numbers 8, we see a description of the laws and rules governing how the priests should serve, describing their service. By the time we get to Numbers 11, we see a complaining group of Israelites. They're always complaining anyway. And so they wanted flesh. God sent down quails and they ate and didn't go too well with them. Some of them died with the food between their teeth as judgment. In Numbers 12, Miriam and Aaron rose up, sibling rivalry here, and they are speaking against their brother Moses. We know what happened, doesn't go too well. Miriam became leprous. Continuing on over here, so as we said, Moses is challenged. This time Aaron gets some challenge as he's grouped in with his brother by the sons of by Korah and his people. All right, we know what happened with that. Doesn't go too well. The ground swallowed them up. All right, be careful how you challenge God's true children, not the false prophets that we have nowadays. They continue wandering in the wilderness. Moses is told to speak to the rock. He does not speak to the rock. So here we see in Numbers 20, Moses is told to speak to the rock when the people are complaining for water. So I want to pause a little bit here. Moses is told to speak to the rock. All right, but he doesn't speak to the rock, all right? And we know what happened there, right? For here's it, the Lord said to Moses, take the rod and speak to the rock. So even though he had the rod is to speak to the rock. Continues over here in 22, we have the story of Balaam, try to curse the Israelites, doesn't work out, and unfortunately Israelite fell prey to idolatry. Harlotry actually, with the daughters of Moab. In 31, we had a situation where they're going to war, and just talking about here sharing the spoils of war. And Moses is told about his impending death, and we know how that's going to happen. We're going to see that in Deuteronomy, all right? And so basically, that's basically it. We got more tribes are now settling. Some of the children wanted their inheritance before they got over to the promised land, and we see that started to happen, right? And no settlement is going to happen. They're not going to arrive until we hit the book of Joshua, all right? So the journey continues, and it ends over there in we're told about how they're going to be settling and the cities of the Levites, how they're going to be established. So they're basically planning to take over their inheritance in Canaan. And in chapter 36, we talk about inheritance of the daughters, and we have a special case with the daughters of Zelophehad, I think that's his name. You can look it up. And this is beautiful. God looks at everything, all right? Nothing is left out.